Once upon a time, in a forest not far from the quaint little village of North Frampton, there was a small cottage with a wise and beautiful witch who lived with her cute little animal familiars. There was Opal, a clever but chaotic crow with an opal necklace who loved to hunt for shiny things. There was Reginald the magpie, with his favorite orange knitted beanie, a quick lad who liked to be the handy bird, as he said, and, Mr. Slimey the toad. Everything was nice and lovely one crisp October evening until you heard a bang and a scream, and you ran outside and you saw a witch hunter murder your witch and run away, and now the witch is dead. But wait, you've heard something she said once. You remember it, Mr. Slimey. She told it to you once. She said if this day ever came, to bring the eyes of whoever murdered her and to perform the ritual to bring her back. But you have to be fast. If you wait too long, her magic will be gone from this land. And so might you be.
Sorry, Ashy, you said you knew this was the place.
What does he mean? What does he mean?
Oh, if only I could find out who had murdered my ex-wife, who I hated, and she also hated me. But alas,
He did it.
I will be perishing here in the flames.
He did it.
So,
And I was this close to figuring out who did it.
So, he doesn't know who did it.
But he was this close to figuring out who did it. Or so he says.
Uh-huh. Wait, so the flames are in front of the door now, but he didn't lock the door? Like, he didn't lock the door when we came back in, right?
No. But, they're in front of the door, so, he'd have to run through the fire to escape.
This is a predicament, I dare
Now,
say.
here's a question for you. I'm gonna need some cooperation.
Reginald, I'm open.
Okay, so I could mend the door, thus it not be on fire. We can just try to wave him over and get through it.
I like that.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna screech everyone. Okay, I'm gonna fix the door. Your guys' responsibility is to get him to open the gosh darn door. Ready? Go.
On it.
I mend the door.
Reggie starts glowing. Whatever color, you did this before. What color were you? Gray? Blue?
I imagine it's more just an accentuation of my natural colors, and magpies kind of have that iridescent, blue-green in their feathers.
And with an iridescent blue-green glow. Trent writes 2 in his current danger, I think.
No, 3 now.
Ooh, 3. What are you guys at? 2, 3, and 2?
Yep.
But yes, suddenly, the door becomes free of flame, and in fact, it rolls back a little bit, and it just keeps itself contained in a circle of fire in front of the spilled potion ingredients.
All right, everyone, through the fire and the flames. We must carry on to find the murderer.
Opal's gonna run over, gonna kind of do a little fly in front of the door. Fly into the circle to kind of and start calling at him. Come over here, come over here.
The professor looks over, who was previously cowering in fear, looks over and sees the door and gasps and starts running towards it.
I leap onto the professor to try to get a ride.
Make it quick. This one's dangerous, but simple.
8.
All right, you're clean. You cleanly hop onto him. You actually manage to land yourself in a very large fold of his shoulder. So perfect. Right on his shoulder. And he runs through the door as just at that point he runs through the door and he steps outside and goes, "So, you have saved me. But why?"
I mean, literally because you said that you were trying to find out who murdered the witch. And, the witch is our bee. I guess she was once your bee, and we want to find out who murdered her just as much as you do. So, what if we say team up?
Perhaps it's because you want to find out who murdered your witch as well.
I nod.
Yes, he's nodding. That must mean it's correct.
Yes, that is what nodding means. I'm glad you're finally picking on, you dense piece of crap.
Yes.
Some professor.
Well, I was able to gather a lot of information, but there was one key element that I was unable to discern.
Why?
Well, for you see, I've only traveled here very recently. I haven't lived here for very long.
Well, I guess you're not getting the safety deposit back on that rental.
In this strange
sorry
town.
You burned your house.
But there was a curious foreign element on the stake that I was trying to extract and isolate, and it appeared to be some sort of long orange hair, and I'm trying to figure out where could it have come from. Perhaps that could lead us to whoever was the murderer. Maybe.
I assume the stake got burned.
Well, the good news is the fire is still contained in a circle, so actually there wasn't really a need to run out because it's kind of a magical circle and doesn't seem to be spreading anymore.
Okay.
It's very cool.
I turn to my companions. Franz.
Oh, Mr. Slimey, I'm glad you're okay.
I think I owe you an apology.
What for?
We almost died in there. Your birds are very brave. If anything, you two should be in charge, and I should be your bird servants.
This sounds like a great plan to me. Okay, so what was the,
But, one thing he mentioned, orange hair. I think it's probably the Baron's house.
Probably, yeah. I would agree with that.
You're
orange hair,
probably
either
right.
orange cat or the Baron himself has a big orange beard. That would be cool.
Big orange beard for that orange cat that he has?
Well, I don't want to be the same toad that went into that house. That was crazy. My name's not Mr. Slimy anymore. I'm Mr. Ashley now.
Mr. Ashy?
Yep, I'm turning over a new leaf, rising like a phoenix from the ashes.
Into a big, brave toad who's gonna help us find the killer.
And as we walk towards the Baron's house, I'll tell you about the secrets for the ritual.
Thank you. But we somehow have to convince this guy, I'm gonna turn and look up at the professor, that we have to go to the Baron's house.
He's been just kind of stroking his beard, thinking to himself while you guys have been making animal noises off in the corner.
There's this thing, I think the witch... Have you ever played charades?
Charades? I love that game.
Yeah. What if can we use that to communicate that we need to go and murk the Baron?
Well, we gotta figure out if it is the Baron still, too.
I mean, I guess we have to go there anyways.
That's true. Okay.
I crawl down the professor's arm. I look up at him and I point. And I'm trying to point towards the Baron's estate.
Are you all right there, Frog? You're looking quite ashy.
I keep pointing.
Looking very ashy.
I wonder if it was only my bond with my ex-wife, whom I hated, that allows me to understand you, but yet you can't understand me. Ah, what a pity.
We can understand you.
Such a shame that I can only hear the crows of the crow.
This guy's kind of dumb. Is he really going to be able to help us?
I don't know about that.
It's so unfortunate. What with all the ruckus you have created inside of my house that now I must go and clean it and put out the fire before that whatever magic you did wears off on it.
Now, I do have a question. Why can we understand him? This is something that I have been wondering, because we can.
I think it was something to do with the magical bond with his ex-wife or whatever. Well,
I guess that makes sense.
I can see why our witch dumped him. He seems like an idiot.
our pantomiming hasn't worked so far.
He looks down at all of the animals making noise. He goes, "Well, fare thee well. I'm so sorry I wasn't able to help understand what happened. But
I cast Speak Human.
let's raise that danger."
Right back up.
Yeah. I tried to figure out another way to solve the problem.
Right.
I glow a greenish brown. the same color of my personality.
Right, Professor.
Oh my god, you can talk!
I cling onto his arm as he
Oh my goodness, why didn't you do this sooner?
Magic is hard.
You could have avoided burning down my house.
Okay, you did. In our defense, you fled the crime scene with the murder weapon.
I was chasing after whoever did it. I had heard a tip that someone was going to be trying to murder her, but I was unable to figure out whom.
tell us what you know. We have an idea who it might have been, though.
All I know is that it was someone who might live in this very town, but I can't figure out who it was.
We know that...
You see, this whole town is very superstitious, and it's been so difficult to find out who hates the witch enough to kill her, because everyone hated her, including me, her ex-husband. Probably the most of all, but it wasn't me.
Will you help us to bring her to justice?
I don't really want to.
Why were you trying to figure out who killed her?
So I could bring it to an appeals case and get her stuff. But I need things like, the who did it and when, and the weapon. But I have 2 of those things. I just don't know who did it.
Maybe we should just shove him back in his house.
Yeah.
Now that he keeps talking, I'm kind of over him. I thought he was gonna help us.
Okay, cool. Let's go to the Baron's house.
Anyway, too bad we don't know. We don't have any idea who might have done it. Oh well.
Ah, yes. What a shame.
I
Now I'll
hop
never
up his
get half
arm.
of her stuff.
This was an emotional roller coaster. I went from feeling justified to feeling bad, and now I'm feeling justified again.
He could go deal with that. That
Yeah.
little mess we left
Seems like
him.
kind of a plague cart chaser.
Yeah, this guy can deal with the mess, but I'll keep the character development. Let's go.
As he closes the door, you can hear him say, "This truly is a sad day for Professor Dumbledore."
Wow. Maybe I should go back on the character development. Clearly, my character was a genius. But no, Mr. Ashley is turning over a new leaf.
Well, you've got an idea of who did it.
Yeah.
We have an idea.
Okay,
Orange
let's
hair.
go and burn down the mayor's house now. Or the Baron's house. This seems like it'd be a good track.
Perfect. Yes. That's a good
I like
idea.
this idea better than the professor's house. I gotta
Yeah.
cross him off my
Okay,
list.
here's the real question, right? So, we know the Baron's house is a little bit bigger than the ones that we've had here with the professor. Maybe we can just, find a way to, I don't know, trip him or, push him off the roof or something so we don't have to, try and, burn him alive and peck out his eyes and stuff.
Oh, that means we're gonna have to deal with that cat again. No. I like that plan, though. He does have a big house. So if we can get him to fall, that would be really easy to get his eyes afterwards.
Yep.
Okay,
Let's go lure a Baron onto
Well-
his roof.
good idea. Let's go. Start heading towards the Baron's house.
You start heading off towards the Baron's house. And, it's still quite late in the evening, although you swear you can start seeing some specks of sunlight over the horizon. Those
no.
very earliest moments where it looks like it's just getting a little bit brighter. Of course, that's what it looks like as you reach the Baron's house at the end of the road on top of the end of the valley there.
Thank you so much for all of those who have been listening to this podcast. If you would just be able to go and subscribe on whatever platform it is, or share, send us a review or a voice message even on Anchor, that would be wonderful. We love hearing from you, and we love to see your feedback, and we want to make sure that you don't miss any of the upcoming episodes. That would be a true tragedy. So go ahead and do that. And I think that's everything. So we'll get back to the show now.
Does the Baron's house, what's the structure like? Does it have a flat roof that people would walk up onto? Maybe peer off the edge pensively while not thinking about what might be creeping up behind them.
No, but it does have a balcony with a surprisingly short railing.
Okay.
Alrighty, I can work with this.
All right.
Good.
It's a pretty nice estate. It looks like it's as large as a lot of the homes down there put together.
So, are we just gonna walk in
Maybe you two fly up to the balcony.
and get his attention and push him off?
Well, there's currently no one on the balcony.
I think it's too early in the morning or late at night. Which one is
Can't
it?
tell time.
Is
Anyways,
it too?
It's early in the morning, which means we only have 2 more days.
okay, I think we can do this.
Okay.
So Opal, you seem to be able to knock pretty well. We could just hide out on the balcony and then just knock until he comes.
That's not a bad idea. We can try that. Should we see if we can fly Mr.
Mr. Ashy.
Ashy, thank you. Mr. Ashy up with
You could have
us?
found a puddle and washed the ash off, you know? It's good.
Now it's kind of my symbol now.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. I think between the two of us birds, we should be able to lift up this
Toad. Okay.
Or
I'm gonna need some joint simple fierce rolls.
I got a 3 total.
I got a 2.
Wow.
No.
You know what?
I barely escaped.
Mr. Ashy is just too fat. You both try your hardest, but you cannot budge him.
Is two below your danger level, Becca? Okay,
No,
good.
my danger level is 1 right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
And remember, it's not below; it's hit or below.
yeah.
Ah,
What did you roll again? 4?
Which one of us?
Reggie.
I got a 3.
Thank goodness you also had it just lowered from 3 to 2. You both would have probably strained yourselves beyond repair. Trying to
Or they
lift this
could have just-
fat toad.
Or they would have just dropped me to my death.
Well, they're the ones that would have been in danger, not you.
Oh, okay.
we're gonna stop using this dice.
So just
If only you had a
narrowly
doctor for your
avoiding
dice.
straining their tiny little bird muscles beyond repair as they're almost, first they try to like sink their claws into him, hurting him to try to fly and pick him up. And then they try to have him like jump on top of them, almost crushing their tiny little bird bodies. You decide that that's not going to work.
I'm a big toad. I'm probably gonna need to hit the gym once life gets back to normal.
Yeah, no, it's like, oh.
You could look like my profile picture here with the buff frog.
Yeah.
Another joke that's going to translate great into the podcast.
Well, I mean,
Just imagine a buff frog, and that's what Mr. Ashy's going to look like after a few weeks at the gym.
yeah.
We're gonna have to think of a new plan or something.
Or maybe just a new way to get on the balcony.
I go over and attempt to climb up. Some toads can climb trees. Why not climb a house?
It's true. The balcony is held up by fancy ornate pillars that have a surprising amount of like nooks and crannies in them.
Yes,
Oh.
I use the crannies.
But not.
But not the nooks? Okay. We're going to
No.
turn this into a
Crannies.
dangerous quick roll now.
No, the nooks are a red herring.
Let's go with, this is going to be quite a bit more challenging than climbing a tree with a lot of branches. These spaces aren't that big. So we're going to go with this being a challenging and dangerous quick roll.
Oh dear.
It's dangerous because if you
Okay.
reach the top and you accidentally slip,
Splat.
Wow, that's another good roll from me. Is it a quick?
it's a quick, so you'll add 3.
12.
Hey.
And with a superhuman or super toad, super amphibian feat of strength, you just like once again similar to the tree where it's like you could have step laddered up it. This frog just basically jumps and like kind of finds one quick notch in the pole and hops again just straight up, landing neatly, just barely, but neatly on the edge of the balcony, just where the railing is, or just below the railing. My boy just hopped like a full story in 2 hops.
What was that about needing to hit the gym?
It takes everything within me not to gloat. I'm about to I open my mouth to gloat, but I cough and a bit of ash comes out, and I'm like, no, that's not me anymore.
He really is a new frog.
Well, the frogs made it up. Presumably the birds follow.
The birds follow.
Fly, my boy,
I follow.
fly.
So what you do notice is that the doors to the balcony are open or the doors leading to the house from the balcony are open just a little bit. That seems like a security oversight. Who knows? Maybe they thought they didn't have to lock the doors on the balcony.
Interesting.
Or maybe he
Okay,
just wanted a
wait.
cool morning breeze.
You think this is how the cat gets in and out of the house?
Probably.
We should be careful then.
Should we try to figure out if this guy actually killed our witch? Just make sure before we try to murk him?
How?
I'm letting Reginald take this.
I don't know.
Okay,
Let's-
we should. Here's okay. Right, here's what we do. We need to do some recon, right? If this guy has red hair, done. Kill him. Who here thinks they're the most sneaky or undetectable or one may say sly of the group? On a scale of 1 to 3, who would you think is the best?
On 0 to
On a
3,
scale of
actually.
0 to 3. I'd rate
I'd
myself.
put myself at a
I'd rate
two?
myself at like a solid 1. Not great.
Yeah, I'd give myself a 2. I'd rate myself a 2, I'd say.
Well, seeing how the last time that we tried interacting with somebody, I got seen immediately, maybe I should not be the first one to go in.
Well,
All right, Sir Slimey, that leaves you.
yeah, now that I've had my character arc happen, I guess I'm supposed to die. All right, here we go.
You gonna try to sneak in?
Yep.
I'm not gonna tell you if it's dangerous or not yet. But I will say it is basic.
Okay.
If
That's
there is
good.
someone in there, to remain undetected. Whether it's dangerous or not, who knows? But I'm gonna need a 7 from you.
I'm sneaking. Oh, rolled off the table, but I caught it. +2. Oh, it's so close. I got a 6.
6. Well, you kind of hop in, and well, here's the good news. You know, the bad news is you're kind of loud. You kind of like hop into a cabinet and make like a thump noise.
Slapping around.
The good news is it doesn't look like you look around quickly. It doesn't look like anyone is in this bedroom, and what a nice bedroom it is, by the way. It's a very nice large bed. There's like purple sheets. All of the cabinets and dressers are fancy. You notice like almost like a purple pillow off on the side. Looks like it would be a nice place to sleep, and it's filled with orange hair.
Is it long hair
But
or is it short hair?
Does it look like cat hair?
It looks like long cat hair.
But I don't see anybody in this room.
There's no one in this room, but the door outside is open.
Wait,
you
like
do
the...
hear some noises coming from outside.
Oh, guys, come on, get in, quick. Get in here and hide.
Okay, I'll follow in and find some place to, like, the bed itself, does it have like posts on it?
Yes, it has like
Is it like
posts
a
and like
print-
the canopy kind of thing.
The canopy thing. I want to fly up on top of the canopy.
Okay, yeah, that seems like a pretty good place to hide.
All right. Yeah, I'll enter the room. I'll try and find some. I do not want to be on the ground, but like some like dark corner of like the rafters or something.
Yeah, okay. You can like hide just like behind the curtains.
Yeah. That sounds good to me.
Which normally when people do that, it's difficult, but you're a small bird.
I am a Reggie.
And Mr. Ashy.
I just squished myself into the corner where the wall meets the ground, like toads do. You know, I think it's a great hiding place, but again,
Sure.
It worked so well last time.
You hear some noise. It sounds like a person, but you can't really see the person. But what you do see from the door, or like in the door frame, is there's a shadow running inside. It's good old Sir Field de Garf. And he kind of trots inside and he goes, "Oh, what was his voice? Honestly, this is preposterous. I can't believe that Master would treat me this way." And he trots on over to the purple bed and starts circling around it in a bit before laying down and going, "Such a dreadful morning."
I'm gonna wait and hope he falls asleep, because he's a kind of fat cat. That's kind of what cats do.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay squished into the corner of the wall.
Well, he doesn't really seem like he's tired. More so like he's kind of in trouble and he's just hanging out in his bed.
She's gonna peek over the top of the canopy.
Well, he looks like he's just lying there. His tail's kind of flicking around annoyingly.
She's gonna back up and not say anything and just wait.
Is he wearing the jewelry that was given to him earlier?
He is not.
Does he have like a collar or anything like that?
He does have a collar.
And the door that he came through to enter this room is ajar, correct?
Oh yeah, it's wide open.
Okay, cool. I mean, I guess it makes sense. He can't shut it, but
You do hear kind of more like clangering and cluttering noises in there. At this time, you guys have waited a while, and it definitely seems like it's like full on morning.
Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna peek over. I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna get down a little closer. No, I'm just gonna hop off. I'm gonna hop on the floor and I'm gonna look at him and go, What did you do?
Oh my, you're back. You're in here. This is my bedroom. How dare you make a visit? Oh, but I'm too distraught to even dare try to fight. Oh, it's so annoying. Master is just going off and off. Oh, it's dreadful. I don't care. I just
About
simply
what?
wanted. Well, he had brought back many shiny things that I simply wanted a part of. He said that he had just gotten them from some old hag from somewhere. I just simply wanted some of them, and he, alas, would not only not share them, but he took away my shiny things as well.
The ones we gave you?
The ones you so graciously paid me, yes.
Oh no!
Yes, and truly terrible. How dare the cat of the Baron be treated by this, even if by the Baron himself. I would demand a bit more respect.
Absolute, as you deserve. Do you know where the Baron is?
Oh yes, he's downstairs. He's probably eating breakfast of some kind.
I have a second question for you. Do you think you could get him up to your room?
No, I don't feel like talking to him at the moment. Plus he's eating. If I disturb him while he's eating, he'll just... do most annoying things, such as go pss, pss, pss towards me, and then, you know. I really hate that noise.
I was just wondering because I just so very much want to meet the Baron, but I wanted to see His Majesty out on the balcony.
Well, I'm sure you could find some way to do that, perhaps if you wanted. I would warn you, if you do wish to meet the Baron, you're going to want to watch out for my bodyguard.
Yeah, you keep talking about a bodyguard. Who's your bodyguard?
My bodyguard's name is Bork. He's a very, very large hound, and he will do anything that I or the master say.
Ooh, dogs.
Yes, quite.
Okay, well, I'll give you this. And I show my second shiny.
Another shiny. Well. So, it appears that you were holding out on me.
No, I wasn't. I was holding it for myself because you want to know what? I like shinies too. So, you only said to give us a portion of payment. I did.
Too true, I suppose.
And you look what you did. You got it taken away.
All right, very well. There is no need for blame casting upon either of us. Simply give me the necklace, whichever shiny that is. I can't tell. I'm a little tired at the moment. As you see, I was just getting ready to fall asleep.
I hate that.
However, you may give me your last shiny, and then I shall... what was it you needed?
Help us get the Baron on the balcony.
I will see what I can do.
Okay, I hand him my shiny. It's a ring.
So pleasant. He kind of tucks it into the fold of his bed, and then he hops on out of his bed. He goes, all the rest of your companions with you?
I don't know. I don't know where they went.
Oh. So it's just you.
For right now.
What a shame. Well, I suppose we best get going.
After you.
And he begins to leave?
I don't know what the other guys are doing. I'm going along.
I'll go along too.
Okay. Whew.
Oh! I found one!
Oh, okay. Well.
Mr. Ashley waits until they leave the room, and I just want to see if they're walking into a trap so that not all three of us get trapped.
So do you want to stay in the room or follow behind?
I want to follow behind from some distance.
Okay. I'm gonna require a slide check from you.
Alright.
This is gonna be whatever the one where you have to roll a 7 is. Basic.
Why does it keep being basic? I got another 6.
You know, I said basic, I meant... Did I? You know, you're just hopping behind a cat who's tired. There's lots of places to hide and hop along. My bad. This is simple. This is simple. Yeah.
Okay.
So you do manage to successfully hop along quietly behind them.
Barely.
And eventually, Sir Fieldegarth leads you down the hall and downstairs, and he kind of stops at the corner and kind of sticks his tail up, and he peers around and he goes, the master seems to be wrapping up his breakfast at the moment, but there he is. I don't see Bork anywhere, so we'll have to make sure that we don't attract much attention, but I'm sure at the slightest noise, at the slightest exclamation of the Baron, that Bork will come running out from wherever he is, and probably maul you all.
Well, if he listens to you, I feel like we'll be okay.
Yes, if he listens to me, true. I personally don't care. I've upheld my part. I will help potentially lead the Baron onto the balcony, which you so want for some reason. But if I don't have to, then that doesn't really matter to me now, does it?
I guess not.
It's just such a majestic place to witness royalty. Anyways, okay.
What does the master look like?
We've yet to go around the corner, I think.
You have yet to go around the corner yet. You think?
Okay.
I think. Okay.
You could ask Sir Fieldegarth, but you are still hidden. It would blow your cover.
No, yeah. I'll see him when I see him.
All right.
I mean, do you think, Opal, do you think if we just like flew in there and started bugging him, that he'd be like flap around and try to shoo us out, and we could just coax him towards the balcony?
I had thought about that, but that's a very dangerous way to do it.
I don't have a better idea.
That's true. I don't really have a better idea either. So if you want to give it a try, we can. But if it fails, we're going to have to come up with a different plan.
It wouldn't be the first time in the last 24 hours we'd have to do that.
You're not wrong. Now, Sir Fielding-off, what does the
Yes.
Baron look like?
Oh, well, he looks a lot like me, funnily enough. He has a lot of orange fur on the top and bottom of his head, as well as a very thick orange whiskers as well. Quite a dignified look, I might say, such as orange as I am as well.
He sounds magnificent.
Oh, quite. Much like me. Thank you.
Did he leave it all in the past couple of days?
Oh, why, yes. He was gone, I believe, very early last night. Not terribly long before you all showed up, I believe, even.
The coincidence.
I think he had come from slightly further down south.
What color are his eyes?
Hmm.
Okay,
Blue?
cool. I'm ready.
I, the GM, am confused on the relevancy of that question, but I'm glad you're happy with it.
Because we want them.
Just making sure he's going to get the right one.
They're a brilliant, shining blue. They're shiny.
Oh, wow.
Fun.
They're shiny.
Yes,
They sound gorgeous.
they are. Much like mine. Thank you.
Yours are gorgeous as well.
Oh, shucks.
Alrighty, Opal, you ready to go?
I guess so. If we're just gonna do exactly what
Let's
you
go
said.
make chaos.
Mm,
Alrighty.
I bid thee luck, I guess. I'll do what I can.
Perfect.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah, so the general plan is just to flap around the corner, laser in on the Baron, and then just like pester him enough until he personally tries to shoo us out, and then just kind of like kite him along towards the balcony. My intent.
From my vantage, I look around. Are there any like string-like or rope-like objects? I have a feeling we're gonna need some sort of tripwire. I don't know how we're gonna get this guy to fall off his balcony.
We can startle him with some flames.
Do we have any cinnamon to throw at him?
Oh, cinnamon.
Read the strings or rope. No, but there is hat rack, which also includes some scarves, long scarves.
Where is the hat rack?
It's like just across the hallway from the base of the stairs. It would be like a short couple hops away.
Okay.
You wouldn't have to pass through the kitchen/dining room to reach it, which is what's just around the corner.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as they cause chaos, I'm jumping down on the hat rack.
Well, the noise hasn't started. I'm kind of waiting for the official confirmation that they fly around the corner.
I fly around the corner.
They fly around the
follow.
corner. You fly around the corner, and he's pretty hard to miss amongst all of the furniture, or like the dining room furniture that's there, eating with a large hearty course of many, many dishes in front of him. There is indeed the man described as the Baron with the big orange beard and mustache and curly hair. And immediately upon seeing you, starts yelling something, and he runs over towards the corner to grab some sort of cane or walking stick.
Alrighty, I mean,
Oh boy.
flittering around, just buzzing circles in the ceiling, kind of in his direction, just like cawing and screeching, anything to get his attention. And then, like, I guess basically once he starts swinging at us, like, it's time to start kiting him.
Yeah,
I'm following Reginald's lead.
yeah, he's gonna start swinging at you with his club. He's yelling something. He like jumps up onto the table, like, you know, he knocking over his dishes and his expensive candlery and stuff. Starts swinging the cane at you guys. You're gonna need to make some simple but dangerous quick rolls,
I'm ready.
especially if you want to kite him.
7 total.
10 total.
It's so easy. This man, he's just like blinded with rage or something. He's just swinging wildly like a madman. You two are just flying circles around him. Reggie like buzzes the tower on him. He like turns around. He accidentally like almost hits himself in the cane somehow, like going up and then accidentally bringing it back down, like backwards.
Come on, Mr.
him.
Baron, sir, we've got to go out and see the balcony. This is going to be a great time.
Come
He,
on, come on!
Screaming something at you. His face like as red as his his face as red as his hair almost. He, with his cane, he just runs after you.
Perfect.
And
Just like knocking all of the food off the table.
meanwhile, as soon as they flew around the corner, I jumped down to the, trying to be as quick as possible, jumped down to the coat rack and grabbed a scarf and headed
Managed
back
to
up towards the.
Yeah, you manage to kind of roll yourself up into a scarf so you can kind of like hop around while wearing it.
Yeah,
Although it is very warm inside of there.
and I am an amphibian, and I do not have the ability to regulate my body temperature. So let's.
So you better
see.
move fast.
Yeah, let's see if I can get this scarf up to the edge of the balcony before I die of heat stroke.
All right. Well, the rest of them are being much faster than you. You've got yourself all wrapped up in the scarf, and you've started hopping towards the stairs when the two avian allies fly up, and the Baron makes a mad dash after them, just like screaming something. Like, this man is psychotic.
I mean, he didn't kill our witch. You have to be a lunatic to want to do that.
But basically, almost before you can react, they're like all at the top of the stairs running towards the hall. While good old Mr. Ashy has to hop after them.
Ah, yes.
Sir Field de Garf is just like kind of lounging on the opposite side, flicking his tail amusingly. He's like, oh.
As we're flying down the hallway and like making our way towards the bedroom up the stairs, I would kind of like, call out over like, do we want to wait for Ashy to get here and do his part, or are we just gonna try and get him over the edge?
I thought that he was staying in the room. I didn't see him.
Just do your best.
Oh, wait,
I'll
that's
try
true.
to do my best.
I have to retcon that. I don't know he followed us. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nix that entire
you
whole
could have
convers-
assumed.
No,
You
I
have
don't know.
You
I
have
don't
no
know.
idea.
Okay,
Your
That's
roll
true.
was so high enough that we didn't
Okay,
catch
so we're
you.
gonna retcon that.
then
No one knows you're down here except for Sir Field de Garf, who has noticed you in the moving scarf and is now just amusingly watching, flicking his tail
I
back
guess
and forth.
we'd notice him as a giant ball of scarf hopping up the stairs, wouldn't we?
No, because by this point you're flying
Touche.
back towards the
okay,
bedroom
so
still.
new conversation.
here's the thing.
What do you think Ashy's gonna do in the room once we get back up there?
I don't know.
Here's the thing.
Hopefully he's come up with something.
I'm not gonna try to like tell him to stop because I don't even know if I would be able to tie the scarf. I don't even know if it's gonna end up being helpful. So I'm gonna let them keep doing their thing while I keep trying to get there.
Sir Field de Garf is flicking his tail amusingly, watching you. He's like, "You're lagging quite far behind."
I say to Sir Field de Garf,
I'll give you 3 shinies if you carry me to the balcony.
I will take hold of one of the ends of the scarf and pull you up, but I shall not touch you.
Deal.
Very well. Please hang on tight. He grabs the end of the scarf with his mouth and begins trotting up the stairs holding it. It's a pretty bumpy ride. It's a really bumpy ride.
Hey,
It hurts.
our ride is pretty bumpy too.
Yeah, the dude's still swinging. You guys have made it to the bedroom now at this point, just by the time that the cat and the frog have reached the top of the stairs. He's swinging wildly around his room. He's just practically, he's like knocking, trying to swing at you guys. He's like knocking all of the decorations off. He's like jumping on the bed and like breaking like the post, like swinging after you. In fact, he tosses the cane away, like at one of you, rips off the top of the canopy of the bed, and like starts bear hugging one of the posts, and like tears that off, and like a giant, two-handed club almost tries to swing it around at you guys.
my
This
goodness.
guy is kind of crazy.
Yeah, he could have used one of the potions from the wish. She's got some great ones that'll calm you down, mellow you right out.
I know. I wonder why he's so worked up. I mean, we're
He could've
just
scheduled an
birds.
appointment if he really needed what she had. I mean, I know she doesn't take new patients that frequently, but
He didn't have to kill her for them, for sure.
And eventually, trotting along happily with the scarf in his mouth, Sir Field de Garf and one frog in tow
frog and
appear.
scarf.
There he is.
Because we're still just flying around having a grand old time.
And
Yeah, he hasn't noticed the cat or the frog.
Oh, we don't?
No, he hasn't. You guys
Oh,
have.
he hasn't. We have. Okay.
as I'm clutching onto the scarf, I say,
Remember, all the way to the balcony, or no shinies.
Fine, I suppose you're technically correct. Very well. He drags it along, and he You guys make it to the balcony. He's still busy jumping on the bed, like swinging at them with the giant bed pillar.
Burning time.
Is he?
Actually, I need a signal when to go.
Wait, so he was up on the bed as we go past?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. All right. Once he gets us to the balcony, oh gosh.
This is
I
happening.
I'm gonna try to tie the scarf at one end. I just need to hold it at the other end, I guess. But so the balcony has a railing. Once we get up there,
A short railing.
I try to tie one end of the scarf to the base of the railing at the edge closest to where the balcony meets the house.
Interesting. How are you gonna tie it with your little froggy, non-opposable thumbed hands?
That's a good question. Good question. Okay, is it one of those railings? It has like the bar, and then like, okay, does it have a horizontal bar and then a lower horizontal bar, and then the vertical bars in between? Because that's what I imagine being along the edge of a balcony.
Sure.
Does it have like a lower horizontal bar just like a couple inches off the ground?
We'll say yes. I think I
Okay.
can imagine what you're saying, and I think that works.
So instead of trying to tie it, I say, Sir Bildergarf, just hold on to the other end for a second. And I hold on to my end, and I'm trying to wrap. I'm trying to like jump and then fall over the other side of this horizontal bar to try to wrap it around.
Okay. And there's enough space for you to fit under there as you spin?
That's the goal.
All right. We're going to need I think you know what I'm going to have to ask for here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a challenging
Suck in your gut, Ashy.
quick roll.
I mean, yeah. Okay. Challenging
And
roll.
it's dangerous. 'Cause
Challenging.
You're going
dangerous.
over the side of a balcony.
Sorry, was this a quick roll or which one
Yes,
was it?
quick.
Okay.
Challenging, quick, dangerous.
Here we go. Oh gosh. Why do I keep rolling just barely below? I got a 7.
Oh no. Well, you kind of do. You kind of make like a couple loops around it. You almost slip off. But that actually what happens is you kind of wrap around it a few times. You don't really make it on the third loop, and like you're holding onto it probably with your mouth, I assume, and like your hands. What happens is you kind of go up, and then you plonk down, and you like hit your head on the lower horizontal bar there. It hurts a lot. You bonked your head. Gonna knock your danger up.
Yep. It's up to 3.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the scarf is really tight. We're gonna switch back to our avian allies really briefly, as man is still screaming at you, and this has attracted some commotion. And from outside in the hall, you hear a very loud booming woof.
Time to go.
Time to
Okay,
go. That's it.
If
We
he's
fly
in his
towards the door.
Blind of a rage. Hopefully, we can get this to work.
The balcony door or
Balcony.
the hallway door?
The balcony,
Balcony.
door.
Good, you're not flying towards the dog.
Oh yeah, no.
The Baron chases after you outside, and
Now,
it's at this point he runs outside and he sees the cat, and he effectively shooing the cat with his foot
Now.
aggressively. Who runs away?
no. Oh, the cat runs away? Or are you asking us? Okay.
Yeah, and he lets go of the scarf. It doesn't fall. It's wrapped very loosely around that other horizontal rail, but the cat runs away.
Okay. If the Baron's doing all this fancy footwork on the balcony, can I mop the balcony clean, thus that it may be slick?
You want to clean the balcony so hard that it's a slick, soapy surface.
Absolutely. There's a reason why the witch kept me around.
Okay,
I was.
Hey,
I was
and hey,
planning
if
on
it
trying
doesn't
to,
work,
like,
it doesn't
light up-
work.
so
If it doesn't work,
here's the question. He's been shooing the cat away with his foot. That's a great idea, but you probably want him, presumably, running towards the edge, swinging at something while you do it.
Yes, indeed. I was hoping that his momentum from chasing us would fill that factor, but if we need to be more ingenuitive, I am down.
He stopped briefly when he was stepping outside so he could shoo the cat away.
Ah.
You could try to distract or manipulate him by doing a very dangerous, clever roll.
I am clever. Let's go for it. I want to regain his attention. I want to like go for his face. I want to like peck him in the forehead or something to get him back on me. Really infuriate him.
All right, you dive by him while he's momentarily distracted. You manage to peck him on the face really quickly before flying off towards the edge of the balcony in that direction. And he starts running and making a swing at you. But in order to like guide him towards that balcony, I want you to make a difficult, clever roll, and it's definitely dangerous.
Okay.
A 1?
No.
A 1. So that makes a total of 3.
Thank goodness your danger's only 2, I
clearly
think.
Not enough. Okay,
Oh.
so have I cast the spell already? That is the
You
key
were
question.
actually doing this first, so he's running towards you before you cast this.
Then I'm in the clear.
You are in the clear. However,
Then I'm
your
in the
danger is
clear.
going to be knocked up another 1.
I will no longer be in the clear, but I was in the clear when I made the
Yes.
roll.
Unfortunately, yes, as he runs over to you, it just barely when he tosses the pillar aside, and he like makes a clawing at you, like trying to grab you, and he actually manages to like clip your wing a little bit, and that hurts a lot. But he manages to really readily
How
use his
jerk.
hands to throw his arms like against one of the vertical like pillars of the balcony, or against the railings, so that he can stop himself from falling over before turning around and making an attack probably at Opal.
Dang.
You hear another woof, and it's much louder.
Okay, how close are we to the edge of the balcony now?
Well, as a bird, however much you want. It's not a very big balcony.
How close is he?
Oh, he's pressed up against the railing right now as he's starting to turn around.
Okay. I am going to make flame and focus it under his foot. Like kind of back behind towards his heel. So to make him want to hopefully leap forward instead of jump back.
Well, he would have to notice the fire.
Yeah, that's why I want it like kind of underneath his foot so it starts to feel warm.
Okay, but he's focused on you. You could like set his shoe on fire and see what that does, but I don't think he's going to jump over the railing just because there's a fire under his foot.
Wouldn't help his balance though if his foot is on fire.
An imbalance, and yes.
His shoe. Good.
Okay,
I'll
set
aim
his
for
shoe on fire. Let's knock that danger up as 1. As once again, you glow a delightful red.
I glow red.
What is that, 3 for danger?
That's actually just to 2.
Oh, look at you. And you very quickly smell some burning. I don't know. Do rich people wear leather shoes back then? It smells like
right.
burning shoe.
Burning shoe.
And the Baron does look down, and he starts hopping around as he desperately tries to both simultaneously take the shoe off while also not touching it because it's on fire.
And then I'm gonna fly at him.
You're gonna fly at him.
I'm gonna fly at him and try to knock him off his balance off the balcony.
This is definitely a fierce attack, and it's going to be challenging. However, it is not dangerous at the moment because he is distracted.
Heck. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. That is a 7.
Oh, so close. If only you had a +1, man.
Fall!
You kind of
fall
bump,
over!
You kind of bump into him, and he tries to bat you away as he hops around a little bit. Mr. Ash, yeah,
Okay.
are you?
How close is the dog?
That's a great question. I will give you the liberty of 1 quick free action before I answer that.
I jump up onto the railing, so I'm not directly behind him, but kind of near him.
The dog has entered the fray.
And I
The massive black dog barrels through the door, starts woofing,
oh gosh.
and turns his eyes towards
And I cast
Frog.
Speak Human, and in my best Baron impersonation, I say, "Come here, boy. Come get a treat. Come jump up and get a treat.
Yes!
Come on. Come on."
Odie, I mean, Bork.
Oh!
Come get a treat.
And the
Come get a treat. Come jump up and get a treat.
a couple things happen in this moment. The Baron turns around to look right behind him with the most confused look on his face. At the same time,
As he turns, do his feet get wrapped up in the scarf?
Man's foot is still on fire.
yeah, the man's foot, he is on one foot, and the dog is running towards the both of you. And with one leaping jump tackle, dog, how about you make a quick roll for me? We'll make this,
Okay.
this is definitely,
Here we go.
What's your 3? This is a dangerous, what I'll tell you what, it is basic. Dangerous, basic, quick roll.
Frogs are known for jumping.
That's a 10.
I'll let you describe it.
Yes.
Yes.
As the dog barrels towards the Baron like spins around to see who just talked while he's on one foot because his other foot is on fire, and his remaining foot gets twisted up in the scarf. He was already a little off balance from being attacked by the two birds, and suddenly Bork leaps up upon him expecting a treat, but pushing the Baron off balance. He swings out an arm at me, and I managed to hop just over his hand, just barely over his hand, as it skims right below me. And he's thrown against the edge, and he kind of does that thing where somebody ragdolls over a railing, and he just spins. The dog manages to not fall and die because I'm not a horrible person. That's my one request from this.
Thank
The
goodness
dog's
for
fine.
that.
The
He gets to
dog
keep his eyes.
lives. The dog, yeah. The dog didn't kill our witch.
Not at all.
But I guess the question is, how high was the railing?
I didn't have to kill him.
Yeah, you can definitely. Yeah, he. You know, it's an estate, so of course, like, you know, the ceilings are vaulted probably, which means the second floor is probably a bit higher than normal, which means falling onto the you know, the stone walking grounds outside is probably going to do you in.
Okay. As we peer over at the murderer on the ground, I turn back over my amphibious shoulder and I say, "Bork, sit."
Bork does not sit. He's busy looking over the railing. His wagging tail has stopped, and he's looking down. And he goes,
I'm just gonna
"You killed him."
creep
Oh
away.
my God! I've got to tell Sir
All the
Field.
shock is
And he runs off. And he goes, Sir, oh, it's so awesome.
Oh man. Okay. We're living today. We're surviving.
Nice work, Ashy. Let's get out of here now. Or let's get his eyes and get out of here.
Yeah, birds can hop down. Frog can maybe use the scarf as kind of like, you can kind of rappel down a bit.
Yes.
Mission Impossible
Oh
style.
my gosh. Okay.
The three of you, stand before the dead Baron, his eyes wide open, the shimmering, shiny blue eyes. It's gruesome. We're not going to describe it. However, you can add 2 eyes to your inventory.
I think I'm gonna be
Turn
sick.
away!
I learned bravery, but I'm still a house animal.
Speaking of house animal, I think you've got a witch's hut to get back to.
I was gonna say,
Yes,
we have what
indeed.
we need.
You,
Now we need to get home. We still have. What time of day is it?
it's morning.
We have a solid 36 hours, at least.
Yeah, and that's about how long it takes you to get back.
Oh my god.
You make it back. Again, you didn't have a horse to take you there this time. But judging on your distance, you knew you would be able to make it back on time. Maybe if you hadn't ridden the horse there, there would be a problem. But make it back to the witch, and Mr. Ashy manages to perform the ritual.
Okay, Ashy, teach us what this ritual is.
I lead them in it, and we all perform it together, rather than me keeping the spotlight for myself.
And with a magical blue glow as the ritual is performed, kind of bad smell that has been lingering over the witch has gone away, and a really strong, fresh breeze blows through the forest, rustling all of the trees, nearly kind of blowing some of you all back like this gale force wind. But as suddenly as it starts, it stops, and slowly the witch starts stirring as she slowly sits up and looks at the three of you, her companions, with a warm glow in her eyes. her shiny blue eyes.
Oh.
Blair!
Oh no, we're
Something
ending
in
it
your
there.
Ah, yes!
Thank you for playing The Witch is Dead.